Hi, I'm Adam Meyer of Mill City Lutheran in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and a common complaint people have about their guitars with a very simple solution is the guitar won't stay in tune. A lot of times that's simply just how you restring the guitar. So this is a little tutorial on how I do that. The instrument I'll be using for an example today is a nice instrument by Crook, and these are vintage style 6-in-line tuners that have the slot in the middle of the shaft and the eyelet going down the center. With each instrument, when I string it up, depending on the style of bridge, what I'm going to do is I'll uncoil the string, and however the string is anchored at the bridge, you then pull it through and pull it taut just by hand. Just like that. And I'll show you the next step. Okay, so now what I do, bring the string down under the string tree, and what I want to do with the high E string is have approximately 5 to 6 wraps. So what I do is just simply wrap the string around. That's 6. When you take the string off, it's all coiled up. This particular type of tuner, since the string goes down the middle of the shaft, clip the string just a little bit past to get the excess off. String goes down the middle of the tuner, and then you just kink it around nice and tight. All right, so now you've seen how I've done that one, and the idea is you want to gradually have fewer and fewer wraps because the strings get thicker and thicker. You'll end up with only 2 to 3 wraps on the low E string. Now, the one thing tricky about these 6-in-line without a second string tree, your G string needs a lot of wraps because there isn't enough down angle from the nut slot to the tuner for your string to properly vibrate when you pluck it open. So this one, I'll put maybe 7 wraps on it just to make sure you have a nice steep down angle coming to this tuner. So here I go. I'll show you how to do the rest of them. Now, as you can see, nice even wraps. Do not wrap the string over itself, and do not try to tie the string to the tuner. Just use that eyelet that goes down the center of the shaft and make sure the string is wrapped around the shaft of the tuner nice and tight. Also notice the G got plenty of good wraps on that. Okay. That's not quite enough. We've got the guitar all strung up and it's in tune, but we need to stretch the strings out as well. That'll help kind of seat the strings at the bridge and also get the string to wrap as tight as it can around the tuner so that there isn't any room for the string to slip around. The string isn't actually stretching out. We're just kind of getting it all seated in. Just like low E's in tune. Now it's out of tune because it still needed to get wrapped around the tuner and seated in the bridge better. Now this doesn't take forever to do, but you do need to do this. Now something to remember when you get to your high strings Since these strings are much thinner, you don't pull on them as hard or else you'll just break the string. So it's just gently working it between your fingers. Check the tuning, a little flat, bring it back up to pitch, keep repeating. Now this is something that doesn't need to take all day. It's just 6-7 times up and down the string, and your guitar will hold in tune a lot better. You know, there isn't a lot to it. When you're running your hands up and down the string, you can warm up the string and have it go out of tune. So sometimes just go stretch each string all the way through. Go back to the first one, each one, go back to the first one. I've been doing this for 20 some years now, so I kind of know what to expect out of this. That's really all there is to it. Guitar's holding in tune much better now. And that's just the real quick and easy way to string up this type of guitar.